Hello everyone, Raccoon-Formers here, and today I will be reviewing the Transformers Studio Series number 65, Voyager Class Blitzwing. But before we start today's review, I'll be right back. I want to show you something. This is an early picture of Studio Series Blitzwing, as you know, and you see these two missile parts right here. At first I thought those parts were a part of the figure when I first saw this picture, but now that I have the figure in hand, I realized that those parts are accessories, which I'll showcase later. Well, that's pretty much all I have to say. Now, let's get back to today's review. Now that we're back to the review, let's take a look at Blitzwing himself. A wonderful figure, as you see. We'll start at the chest area. Nice looking chest area. Felt cockpit, real cockpit, decked out in transparent orange. Nice stuff here. Arm sections are decked out in red and black and have that funny texture. Arms are very nice. And what's cool is the fingers on this arm are movable, as you see. The fingers on this arm or hand aren't movable for a reason. I'll showcase that later. Leg sections are very nice. Faux wheels at the front. Nice toe in the back. Tail fin is stored very nicely. And head sculpt. Boy, what a head sculpt. Decked out in black, silver, and little red eyes. How cute. Backpack is very nice. And like I said, these missile parts are able to come off. They're an accessory, not a part of the figure. It's good. It's really good. The backpack doesn't like to stay tabbed on that well, so be alert of that. Now, let's take a look at this figure's accessories. Two of them are the missile ports, like I said, or missile parts, but so what? The other being a blaster. Here's how you apply it. This part goes into the hand. Let me just get the hand back on for you quick. And then this slot here will slot into that tab on the arm. And then let me just line this up, and then you can plug it in. Very slick. And then the other being Blitzwing's voice box remover, the thing he used to remove Bumblebee's voice box. Here's how you apply that. You can just swivel the hand, bring it off, and then just tab that in. Tab that in. That's the reason why this hand doesn't have flexibility. And to store it, you can just store it on any of those slots on the back. And here we have Blitzwing and his accessories. And they're very nice. The gun is decked out in white, silver, and the voice box remover is awesome. Look, you can kind of see it looks like his hand transformed into it. See, there's kind of a bit of hand texture there. It's good. I'm so glad that they included this, because Blitzwing is a big part of Bumblebee's journey, because this figure here, or this character here, is the one who made Bumblebee voiceless. When I first saw the Bumblebee movie, I thought Blitzwing was Starscream for a sec. Don't laugh. So, this is all good in the hood, in the schmood. So, by far, a wonderful figure by Hasbro. Let's bring in Jeep B. These figures scale great together since Jeep B is the Bumblebee that fought Blitzwing. So these figures scale great together. I'm excited to do some cool battles with these two figures. Let me know in the comment section below if you want to see me make a video on these two figures battling. I would gladly do it if I can. So now we'll set Jeep B off to the side. Now let's take a look at this figure's articulation. Legs can kick in and out, and can kick up this much, and can kick back this much. As you see, there's a bend at the knee. Head can look up this much, and can look down this much. And can it rotate? Can. I don't really recommend doing it all the way. The arms can go up and down, but here's a problem that I have with this figure. Moving the arms untabs this section here. So you have to hold the chest section in place and then lift it up. And as you see, the backpack just came undone. Like I said, it does come untabbed. Extremely easy, but don't fret. Just tab it back on. Don't fret, little buddies. So, a great figure. Before I start the transformation, I will be right back. One more thing I need to say before we start the transformation As you know, Blitzwing has a black head in the movie. Here's a picture. But another early picture I saw of Studio Series Blitzwing, his head was white. Here's a picture. But I'm glad they didn't make this figure's head white, because then it wouldn't be movie accurate. Well, it still would have been a good figure, but I'm just glad they made this figure movie accurate. Now, let's start the transformation. Okay, let's start the transformation. So first, you can remove his accessories. Now remove the spike thing, or his voice box remover, and come to the back and apply his hand in. Then you can come here and remove his gun and remove these missile parts too and set all of that stuff off to the side. They will be needed in vehicle mode. Well, they're not really needed, but it looks nicer with them. I'll show you that later. So first you can come to the wing sections, straighten them out, and then you can detach this entire assembly, flip it backwards. Then you can take the section with the arm, straighten the arms out, and flip the section out, and you can open up the cockpit and flip the head into it, close up the cockpit, and you can bring this assembly downward and flip up the nose cone and tab it into place like that. And then you can come to the leg sections, flip up the toes, the part with the faux wheels, come to this assembly with the tail fin. But yeah, just to be clear, the nose cone doesn't really like staying tabbed in all that well, but just get it back in, but it's good. And you can just come here, detach this assembly, flip the foot section in, and you can flip out the tail fin, and then you can rotate this assembly around. And technically, never mind, I thought those faux wheels aren't the landing gear. I thought that was. Sorry, my bad. Flip that assembly outward, and you can detach this section, flip it out, and then you can swivel this section around, and you can compress these two sections together, like so. And then you can come to this assembly here, starfish, the wings out, or the arms out, and then you can just bring this this, like I said before, this section does have a tendency to pop off, so just be careful. So then you can just come to this assembly here, tab it into place, making sure these two tabs are on the outside, because that's what this section will tab into. Then you can come to the arms, rotate the fists around, that way they're pointing towards the top. And you can take this assembly, fold the arms in, and then rotate this peg around. And there's one arm. Same on the other side. There you go. And then this, you probably will think is easy, but this is actually, never mind. So then you can just flip this assembly out, and this part is actually very difficult. Oh, one more thing actually. You need to rotate the nose cone 180 degrees, making sure everything's tabbed in. Then, final step, you just need to tab this section in. These two slots here will slot into those two red tabs, and this tab right here will tab into those two triangle pegs on the arms. And it's just a matter of lining everything up correctly, which is not that easy to do. And then you just need to make sure everything tabs in correctly, and making sure that the silly nose cone stays tabbed in. Yeah, I think I'd give this transformation a 4-star. It's good, and the vehicle you wind up with is nice, but it is a bit tricky. And then you can take the landing gear, flip it out, and then come to the bottom of the figure and take the 2 rocket missile parts and just tap them into those 2 slots underneath the arms. And yeah, tapping the backpack in, I thought was going to be very easy, but it's actually pretty difficult. Not too difficult, but difficult. Let me know in the comment section below if you agree. And then you can take his voice box remover, and there's a little slot on the tail fin, as you see. And there's this slot right here. You just slot that in, and then you can take his blaster. See that little tab on the inside right there? That will tab right into there, and you can just slot this in. And it looks pretty good. Nice looking gun underneath. And here we have the Transformers Studio Series number 65, Voyager class Blitzwing in his awesome looking McDonnell Douglas jet plane alt mode. That transformation was more on the difficult side, but the plane mode you end up with is phenomenal. It just has so many great details. Let's take a look at some of them. Not that much robot kibble underneath, which is very nice to see. Nice looking cockpit. The cockpit hatch can open up. I don't think anything can fit in there because, you know, that's where Blitzwing's head is, and there's not much room for a small thing to sit. But it's nice that it can open. It's just painted very nicely. Gray, white, little red stripes right here, wingtips. Nice looking black tail fins. The storage place for Blitzwing's voice box remover is a bit weird, but it's fine. A nice retractable landing gear. Landing gear in the back right here is unable to retract, which is a bit sad, but it's fine. And I like the storage place for Blitzwing's gun. It looks like there's a gun underneath the plane. It's cool. It's just a very nice, well done figure. Very nice. That's not the Air Force. Run. Just a little movie scene there. That's a good one. But a great figure. Let's bring in some comparisons. Here he is with Transformers Studio Series number 57, Deluxe Class Jeep B. Here he is with the Transformers Studio Series number 37, Voyager Class Rampage. Here he is with the Transformers Studio Series number 58, Deluxe Class Roadbuster. And here he is with fellow plane Transformer, the Transformers Studio Series number 06, Voyager Class Starscream. Fellow planes, they look very nice together. And also, when you have this guy in plane mode, make sure the tail fin is like split like this. It just gives it more texture, you know? Well, I think this pretty much wraps up this figure's vehicle mode. Let's get down to transformation, shall we? Get back here. So first, you can remove the 2 missile parts, his voice box remover, and his gun. So basically, just remove all of his accessories, flip up the landing gear, and then you can come here and just detach all this, detach the backpack, bring it up, take these wing sections, put them on an angle like this, and you can flip this section back and tab it into place back there. And then come to the arms, and you can just fold them out and swivel this section around. Fold this out, swivel this section around, and you can come to the nose cone, rotate it. Then you can bring this section, and then I'm just gonna get a bit more room here. And you can just flip down the nose cone, or the nose cone here. Maybe I should have said cockpit when I rotate the cockpit around. Hard to tell. So then you can take this thing, not sure what that's called, open that up, fold this assembly out, and you need to make sure the head clicks into place, or else you won't be able to flip this section around. Then you can flip, wait, no. Did a step wrong here. You need to bring this up first, and then click the head into place. Here we have the chest section of Blitzwing fully completed. And you can bring this section up and situate that up there. Take the legs, split them, and then fold this assembly inward and rotate this around, flip this up, and flip out the toe. One leg all done. Second verse, just like the first. There we go. And then you can take this backpack and just slide it into place. And then you can rotate the fist around. This one you need to be a bit more careful with because the fingers are flexible. And then just make sure the backpack is fully tabbed in. Then you can take the accessories, take these two missile parts, and tab them onto those two slots on the wings, making sure that the part with this texture is pointing to the top. Same on the other side. Then remove Blitzwing's hand, tab it into any of those slots on the back, and you can take Blitzwing's voice box remover, just tab it in, and then for his gun, just put it into his hand and make sure that little tab slots into that slot on his arm. And here we have the Transformers Studio Series number 65, Voyager class Blitzwing, back in his robot mode. Some final thoughts on the figure. It's a wonderful figure. I just wish this section tabbed on better so I could move the arms without this section coming off, but it's a wonderful figure, a work of art by Hasbro. I recommend picking this figure up. Let me know in the comment section below if you picked this figure up, where you bought it, and if you like it. I would love to hear it. So, a wonderful figure, a work of art by Hasbro. And I hope you liked that little pose I had Blitzwing in at the beginning of the video. But don't ask me to do it again. It was really hard to set up. But I hope you liked it. Well, this pretty much wraps up this video review. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to click that big red subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my future videos. You will not want to. And also, can you do me a favor and drop a like on this video? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Well, this is your man Raccoon-Formers signing off. Double peace.